Hello and welcome to Car Mechanic Simulator 2015. I was nodding off in my chair there. Good. So another day, another dollar. That has to be one of my favourite job descriptions ever. Car is loud. Alright. Okay, but anyway, this time I thought we'd go for a slightly more exciting look. Oh, car is loud! Taking that job. Okay. Oh, it's a relatively loud colour, but I don't think that's what they meant. Alright, so we've got many tabs. So, front exhaust section and rear muffler, that'll be the loudness. Yes, car is loud. Controlling car feels loose. Inner tie rod and steering rack. Well, I've had to deal with the steering rack before. And all of these things. Alright, so let's have a look at the exhaust. Not had to do the exhaust before, so I guess we'll stick it on a muffler, on a lifter. And it'll probably need to be higher than that. That's right, keep it going, son. Although actually, from my memory, the front exhaust section might actually be connected to connected to the head, so I might need to unbolt it. But still, if it's the same as the previous game, I'll have to remove all of the exhaust system, so well, that's intriguing. How can I remove it without removing them off? Can I just remove these bits independently? Lorks of mercy. Why can't I turn around? So can I just remove this bit? No. Alright. Stick it on the floor again. Well, at least, you know, close enough to the floor that I can lean over it. Safety first, no changing things whilst it's moving. So where's the... Oh, I see, there's this little hood. Manifold cover. Just unbolt that. Oh, faster unbolting, remember from last time. Whoosh, watch those bolts fall out. I see, so it's bolted to this thing. So I have to take off. I actually need this. I don't really need to replace this, but I need to remove it to get at the exhaust section I want. So anyway, watch those bolts fall out though. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Now I have to pick it. Oh, I guess it kind of makes sense. And remove. Push. That worked. So that was front something something, rear muffler, exhaust, front exhaust pipe. I think it was just a normal section. I don't remember anything being applied to it in the sense of R4s or OHBCs or whatever the hell they all are. Alright, so and then in insert mode we pop in the new exhaust section, and whilst it's in the air we also we have to click on it and we can replace the bit we took off and the bit we've replaced. Okay, that's those bits done, so this need to be... I'll take these off from under here. That doesn't tell me why though. It's slightly strange. Okay, what about the steering rack? I noticed that was something I can't remove from underneath. Oop. Oh, I can remove these though. Wow, the bolts shoot out like they've been shot from a gun. Oh, that's just the one that needs doing. Okay, and can I remove this yet? No. Oh, there's some bits of red there at least. Right, cool, let's bring it down. I can't even press O whilst the car's in motion to look at the repair order. That's how safe we are. So that's got a tick. Car is no longer loud. Controlling car feels loose. Inner tie rod and steering rack. So how are we going to get to these? That requires that. That requires the outer tie rod, I think. Oh, we have to take the wheel off that. Okay, well, that's... I guess I was trying to see if we need to take the wheel off, and the answer was yes. Take the wheel off. Alrighty. And that, and then your tie rod, and then this side of the steering rack, but of course it needs the same thing doing on the other side. Which makes all kinds of sense, really. Okay, that's right, let's yank those bolts out. Oh, these bits need replacing too, so that's all good. And now the steering rack is accessible from underneath the car. Good. I wonder if it'll tell you, I wonder if there's a stats page telling you how long you've been bolting and unbolting things and how long you've had to wait for your cars to go up and down on the lifter. So this is the equivalent to a loading bar for people in garages. Right, so what are we doing here? We need a inner tie rod and steering rack. That's a nice rack you've got there. Yes, I use it for steering. Good. Sighing at my own rubbish jokes. Steering rack. I also need an outer tie rod. Outer tie rod. And an inner... is it called inner tie rod? Yes, inner tie rod. Okay, good. There were some of the things I needed. I only needed the inner tie rod for this element of the job, but still, let's stick a new steering rack. I wonder if I could replace it. I always remember a little bit too late. I wonder if I could have fixed the steering rack. Nope. Questions answered swiftly. That's very shiny looking old jars of stuff lying around. Or jars. Whatever, yeah. Okay, so now we need to replace the various parts actually. Inner tie rod. Outer tie rod. And the wheel. The wheel. Woo! Alright. And then on this side it was similar in that we required a inner tie rod and an outer tie rod and a wheel. Now I've got some of the stuff that I might require taking these wheels off again, but for now I'm just going to sort of do all I need to sort that particular job out one at a time. Alright, so that's that done, that's that done. So now we're just dealing with this top one. Top one! I've already done those two by sheer fluke. So lower suspension arm on that front spring. Didn't notice a front spring problem. Wasn't really looking. Oh yeah, that looks a bit nasty, doesn't it? Okay, so if I remember correctly, I can just whack it off. No, can't just whack it off. I need to do all this stuff. Oh no, not too far. Just that does require the wheel being removed. Shucks. Well, at least I've got my faster bolting now, so it takes half or so the time. Bolty, bolty, bolty. And take off that, and then I can remove the spring. Alright. Now, I don't think there's anything else to be done at the front of the car. Oh, there's that thing underneath that I took off. I don't really know what that is. Oh, I haven't put the exhaust manifold cover back on. There's a bit of exhaust just sort of poking up into the air, and yeah. Let's reconnect it to the car, shall we? Oh dear. No, I've no idea why that is happening either. Oh, I see, that's just a bit of coverage for that. Good. Right. And then there was a bit underneath that we had to put on, that we took off rather. Is it a lower suspension arm? We did have to replace a lower suspension arm, so let's walk into the wall. Lower suspension arm, please. Is that part of running gear? L for lower. Lower suspension arm. There we go, awesome. That's a car in the air job. It's close to the air conditioning unit, but it's not. No, it's not really that close, is it? Right, and insert suspension arm. Oh, and that front spring as well. That's what I meant to actually buy as well. Still, it could be it down whilst we do that. Front spring. F for front, rather than spring, comma, front, which is what I'd prefer, but whatever. At least it stays with its system. If it altered and changed between doing that, that would be very poor. Right, what am I doing? Press 2, that'll show me what I need to do. Yes, I want to put that on. Thank you. Followed by one of those shock absorber doolies. Go on, yeah, just hammer the bolt in. That's how it works. And some screwage. And the front wheel back on again. Take it off more times. You get paid more, you know. Well, actually, you do get slightly more experience for taking things off, put it back on again, so unless they've nerfed that already. Right, so stuff around the rear of the car needs fixing. We've got some of those, and that requires that to come off. Let's see if we can do that in situ. From underneath the car. Similar on this side. And what else needs replacing? A rubber bushing. Well, I'd like to highlight that piece because there's a billion of them now. One rubber bushing. Right. So, and put the car up in the air. Like it. Just don't care. Stick it over there. And then, no, we need the wheels, please. I want to remove one of those. Yes. Oops. The bolt shoots out and stops. Just a little bit more bolting, please. And that one. Oop. Okay, and they were what exactly? Rear suspension arms. Is that just 2 of those? Rear suspension arms. Rear suspension arm A. Okay, and a rubber bushing. Rear suspension arm A. Rear suspension arm. Rear suspension upper arm. Rear suspension arm A. A. And I'll have a rubber bushing, please, to go. One rubber bushing. I don't know why I've got that in the brain. Be nice if we could remove it, though. Right. Insert rubber bushing. Stick a bolt through it. And then I want to reinsert your arms of the rear suspension A variety. Spin it round. Rear suspension arms. Whoop. Alright, and then we have to go on top, presumably, to put all these bits on. No, we can just do it from under here. Just reach up. The old reach around. Yeah. Can't. I can click over here and move. There it is. Alright, now I think that's so. Oh, I can't move away from it. I have to stand near it to look. Yes, all ticks all the time. Good. Alright, well, let's just zap that car into nothingness. Oh. Front shock absorber cap. Okay. I see, so I put the shocks back together but forgot to put the all-important top because it's like the engine cover all over again, isn't it, really? Oh, that probably does something more important. Alright, how about that? How about now? Have you noticed that, I mean, you know, I wouldn't notice if I drove away and that wasn't on my car. Woohoo! There it goes. 3,000 experience, so now we can probably have slightly more jobs available. No, available from 4,470, it's a little bit odd. Strange now that the 2 obviously easy jobs are requiring much more XP, and these really busy, lots of bits jobs are all that's available. And if I decline one, we'll just get another complicated one back. It won't be like, you know, oh, I just need a new rubber bush. It's got purple, what does that mean? Well, that's interesting. Go on. Maybe we'll take that job for next time. Does that purple thing, what does that mean? What's a tiny little car, isn't it? How cute. Oh, it says Malak. Oh, maybe this is some sort of DLC. So I did notice there's some DLC that's kind of been added to the game already. I don't really understand, but maybe it's to maybe it's to put in more cars. Oh, look at it! It's so tiny. A tiny little, slightly skew dial. Really horrible, smooth plastic interior. Ugh. Okay. Good. Well, we'll work on that next time. So look forward to that, everyone. Oh, and if you're missing your trees, look, there's a bit of tree. Look. Yeah. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Oh yeah. Well, back to work for me. See you all next time.